Welcome to Zbee Farms, everybody. I am out here right now with Taylor and Trevor. They are helping me. As you saw last week, our goats keep escaping, so they are out here helping me bury the fence line. I am actually coming on this side and helping pack on this side so that it doesn't push all the way through. And then I am also taking some random logs that I have out in the woods and piling it on this side to just kind of help. But we're going to try to fill in wherever there's any gap that Luna specifically, who is our escape artist, and I will introduce you into our short series. Luna is the escape artist, but she's the one that tends to get out. So we're trying to find where she's sneaking out.
Wait, maybe Luna's brother or sister is out Houdini.
That could be. Houdini is pretty crazy. He's an escape artist too. But they're helping me. They're digging on this side and piling up dirt on that side of the fence, so we're kind of burying the fence a little bit. Of course, we'll probably have to do more, but that's okay. We're just going to start with a few holes first. It is super dark out right now, and I gotta be quiet because I don't want the girl goats to hear me, because then they'll push their way out of the barn. But we just got all of the onions. We just got all of the onions planted. So we have white Spanish sweet in this bed here. Right behind that is a ruby red onion. And then right here in this bed here with my rhubarb is a small amount of Walla Walla. The Walla Walla, I've heard great things about it, but it was poor germination for me. So we got them planted. I'm going to clean up my mess. But the kids I got all the kids to bed. Got the house somewhat cleaned up. I'm about to go do some more. But I needed to get these in today so that I don't have to stress about it. I don't have to worry about it. My work is stressful enough. I didn't want to stress about this too. But it is a very muted sunset today. We've had some really pretty ones lately, but this one's very muted. Just some oranges and yellows, and that's it. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll probably see you in just a few minutes. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Zbee Farms. I just realized I forgot to take my contacts, or put my contacts in. But I am heading down. Justin has all of the trees that we're going to be planting. He is driving out to the orchard so we can get started on planting them. We have all the things. I'll show you guys in a minute. But I am walking down to the barn to grab a few more shovels because this is going to be a family affair. I honestly can't remember how many trees I ordered, but it's a lot. So let's go grab this stuff and get out to this orchard and start planting. So I have Trevor over here. He is digging the trench right now for planting the willow. The willow is going to be used as a living fence. We're also going to have rose bushes in there, but right now we're just getting the willow in the ground because that needs to get planted. And now we are going to start on the orchard space. We're not going to do the trees that are going to go out in the paddocks yet. That if we have time, we'll get to that. But the first two trees we have, which are pretty big ones, we have an Enterprise apple, a Liberty apple, and a Seckel pear. We do need to get one more pear tree, but we got to get these ones planted first. So we're going to find a space for them and get them going. So we got the raspberries planted, the apple trees planted, and the pear trees planted. Well, the one pear tree. Now we are headed over to do the grapes. The grapes are actually going to be on the entryway to this area because we are going to fence in this area because we do plan on having ducks out here. So the grapes are actually going to be growing along that. So they're really the only thing that has these, the willow and the rose bushes are the only things that really have a designated spot that they're going to be located at. So that is what we're going to do. We have 4 grapes. These are Concord grapes. I do also have grapevines all over. So we're going to cut those down, trim them back and stuff to get them healthier. And so we'll use that as well to fill in. So that is what we're going to do now. So grapes are now in. We just have to make sure we're careful until we get the trellis built, which that's going to be using just stuff from around the farm again, because that's what works best. Here in the orchard, we have 2 more that we're going to be planting. We have the serviceberry and common elderberry. So we're going to plant these just kind of wherever. And then we have about 40 more trees to plant out in the other paddocks. Those are the shade trees. They're like the sugar maple, the quaking aspen, black walnut, and hazelnut. So those are going to go kind of in bunches out in the pasture just to help keep them safe. So we're going to get these last 20 in the ground here, and then we'll move on to the next area.
Are you helping Mama?
29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
Chewy, what are you doing?
Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours.
Hello, everybody. So today has been quite the busy planting day. We still have to plant those other trees that we ordered, the ones that are going to go out in the pastures. But we also got planted here. In here, of course, you saw we planted the onions already. In this bed, I added carrots, and then carrots to this back bed as well. And then right here is lettuce with the potatoes. So now, hi Luna. So now this next week, starting tomorrow, we're going to start planting the beans. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 trellises that are all going to have beans on them. And then I just have to clean those beds up a little bit. But then in this bed right here where there's 2 planks, those 2 planks are going to come out, of course, because that was from the carrots for last year. But in that bed is going to be our asparagus in the future, because I don't have the asparagus crowns yet. But for now, that's going to hold our pinto beans. We go through a lot of pinto beans. And so we're going to do pinto beans up here for this year. And starting next year, we'll move them, when we find, I should say, a pinto bean we like, we'll move them down into the field. So that's kind of the plan. But it's slowly getting there. We still have half this strawberry bed to clean, which I'll do that throughout this week too. So we have that. And then I may even start foraging for some stuff. The violets are coming out. The dandelions are coming out. Mullein is coming out. I have wild onion grass and wild garlic all growing. We also have, I think the ramps are starting to come up in the back too. So we may have to go on a foraging trip together soon. The wild violets, especially all of these common violets and everything. You can see them right here, starting to come up. But all of those we're going to collect and dry them and use them for a lot of different things. So you'll join us with that too.